Paul, after the result the other night, seen the lads in training today, how are they?
Yeah, they're okay. Yeah, it's part of football, isn't it? You know, we're going to lose. We're going to lose games along the way. I thought it was really good the way we finished second half. That was the important part of it. I think if it had been 90 minutes of the first half, we'd have all been really disappointed. But I thought there was positives that we could take out of it in the end. And we also have to remember they're a good side. They've been consistent in these first 36, 37 games. So it was a real test for us, but it doesn't take away the fact of 12 points from the previous 4 games is a massive achievement. Now what we've got to make sure is that we start again and we get on another run of results that gets us where we want to be.
We saw it at Oldham, we saw it again on Tuesday night. We've gone behind and we haven't taken a slap in the face. We've got on with it.
Yeah, we have. Yeah, I think they've shown a bit of personality about that. And again, I'll say we didn't in the first half, but second half we did. So we were able to adapt and we were able to change. And I thought the players were really good because I just kept testing them second half, not on purpose, just because I was desperate to try and get a result. So we changed the shape once and then we changed it again just to see if we could get something out of it. And we were close, but also we were quite a long way away from it. You know, we had little opportunities, which I suppose they'll say they did. Over the 90, 95, 96 minutes, I do think Newport deserved to win. I'm not getting away from that, but we had chances where we could have got ourselves back in it, and we didn't take them, so we come away with nothing. But it's gone now. That's finished. And I did say to them, the good thing about football is when you've had a kick like we did, there's another one coming around quickly, and we've got a great opportunity in a local derby. And what a great game to get ourselves up for. If we can't get up for this one, we have got serious problems, and this is a game where we can do ourselves a massive favour and also just give them a little kick up the backside as well.
As you said on Tuesday, more changes than you would have wanted, but in a way, is it good to see other players and what they can do in a match situation?
Yeah, it's good, but he didn't get what we wanted. He didn't get the reaction that we wanted. I always felt it was one too many, but I'd made my decision, and then because of a personal situation that came up, we had to do it. But listen, it's gone. We made the changes. I made the changes for the right reasons. It didn't quite happen with the changes that we made, but there was some good things out of it, and it was really good to get Brennan Dickinson and Rod McDonald with 90 minutes under the belt, which will stand them in good stead now, hopefully for final 10 games if they get another opportunity. And we've just got to keep building their fitness, keep building Kelvin's fitness as well, get him back in the mix. And we could be going into maybe, I don't think Kelvin's still maybe another couple of first team games away, but we could be going with a really strong squad of maybe 22 what I would class as senior players to be able to go and do the running. And I always look at, you want to get off to a good start in the season, so you look at first 10 games, and that's probably the first time I'd look at a league table if I was here for the first part of it. But everything you're doing is for these last 10 games. This is when it really matters, and this is where footballers have to go and earn the money, and they have to go and show what they're about, because this is where the rewards are given out. We know we're not going to get a medal for anything, but our reward is to stay in the Football League, and that's as big an achievement as we can expect at the moment.
I'm hoping by you saying 22 that Dev is one of them. What was the result of the scan?
No, it wasn't good news in all honesty with Dev. We were hoping it was sort of a grade 1 or a grade 2. It's probably looking closer to a grade 3. So as it stands at the moment, his season's finished. We don't think he needs surgery. There's a little bit of a doubt at times with a grade 3 as to whether he needs surgery. We don't think he needs that, and we're waiting for a specialist just to confirm that. But it's not great news for Dev. I'm absolutely gutted for him. I'm gutted for me, but forget about me. It's a really tough one for Dev to take, but we'll look after him. We'll get him fit. I've been made aware that he's out of contract in the summer, which is horrible timing for him. Not that it's ever good timing to pull your hamstring, but we will make sure that we look after him and get him back to fitness. and then see where it all goes from there.
It's the human side of it, Paul, isn't it? Because whatever's going on with the games that we need to win and the points that we need to win, that happens to Dev.
Yeah, it's not pleasant at all. And we've had Joel back in this week as well, who's not going to play again for a good number of months. And it's a real challenge for them. You know, I mean, Joel's a young fella, and he's got an injury that's going to keep him out for a long time. But again, this is where they have to have a good, strong mental side of it. This is where we have to give them the support as a group of staff and as a football club. And hopefully we're able to give Joel and Jamie Devitt the support that they need to get them through this tricky time, but also to get them back on the road to recovery and back playing again.
Still a plan with Jimmy to get him involved on Tuesday night against Carlisle City?
Yeah, it is at the moment. It's too early for him with the first team, that's for sure. Hopefully he comes through these next few days of training, and there will be some other pros who will play against Carlisle City. I want to deal with Barrow first. We've got two basically county cup games, aren't they, you know, with Barrow coming up first. The Barrow one has definitely got a lot more to play for than the Cumberland Cup one, but it's a game that we've got to do right, and then we'll look at who's available then for Tuesday night and get them some minutes in the belt that will hopefully benefit them for the remainder of our first team games. Much
needed win for them on Tuesday night against Scunthorpe. I know Scunthorpe are struggling, but you still got to do it.
Yeah, they did. It's funny, I watched the game yesterday, and Scunthorpe went down to 10 men after, I think it was 22 minutes, and Barrow look a good football inside. They look as though they want to play. They've got a couple of good players in there who are real talented players. We've got to be right. It's really is about us. We know we're going to a tight ground. We know we're going to a surface that's probably going to be a little bit bobbly, so it might not be pretty. But Saturday, as with all local derbies, is about roll your sleeves up, earn the right to play, earn the right to do your side of the game, and if we start the game properly and we do that, we know we're going to have fantastic backing from our fans, and if we do the things properly early on, we can give ourselves a real good foothold in the game.
Sold our allocation. I think they're edging towards selling theirs as well, so it's that type of occasion. Are the players aware of that? Do they have to prepare differently?
No, you don't prepare any differently. I haven't even talked about it yet, to be honest with you. We'll probably address it on Saturday, but I don't think there's any need to overhype it. I think everybody knows. I remember years and years ago having a really good conversation with Sir Dave Brailsford, who was a Derby County fan, and I was talking to him about, you know, should we do this, should we say that to players, and he said, well, do you always do that? And I said, no. He went, right, well, why change it? So we won't change it. We'll just keep doing the same things, keep preparing our way, and hope that our way is going to be right to get our lads in the right frame of mind to play the football and to get the result that we all want.
Two teams that want the points for the same reasons, I suppose, so it's going to have that edge as well.
Oh God, without a doubt it's going to have edge. It would have had an edge anyway because of that local rivalry, but there's a lot at stake. You know, we can give ourselves a massive lift to get a little bit further up the table, or maybe can't go further up the table because of the goal difference, but certainly keep us away from the bottom teams, and it will certainly give us 3 points further to get away from Barrow if we can get a win, and that has to be our only focus. We have got to just be tuned into that. You know, people are saying, well, you just don't want to lose it. Don't forget that. We want to go and win it. We're going front foot to try and win the game. That's why we've had our rewards so far, so we'll continue to do that.
And Mark Cooper, a manager who knows this level and has been experienced as well, he'll be demanding from his players just as you are.
Oh, Mark will, yeah, that's the way he'll get his teams wired into us. So he's got a fantastic record as a manager, somebody who's done really, really well. So thankfully, it's not me and him playing against each other, it's about the lads who get selected, isn't it? And we've got to make sure that out of our group of 11 starters and whoever comes off the bench, we have maybe 7 or 8 of them winning their individual battles, and if we do that, then we've got a chance of winning the game.
Last one, Paul, you said this the other night as well, you don't want a bump to become a slump. How do we protect against that, and do you address that with the boys ahead of the game? I
think when you've had a bad result, you have to make sure you don't have 2 consecutive ones. That's all we can say. We can't physically do anything or say anything that's going to get the players to stop that happening. They just have to go and perform. I think we've got enough ability in the dressing room there to get the results that we need between now and the end of the season. Barrow is the first one, and let's hope it's unfortunate for Barrow on the day that they're coming up against us, and we can start to get back to winning ways.
Thank you.